Hello and welcome to this video where we'll take a deeper look at the Sanketa organization chart. So the organization chart, as you know, is a pictorial depiction of your entire organizational structure. So this is the landing page of the organization chart. You can essentially see the entire structure of the organization depicted in a graphical format with the nodes. So you have the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer here, and you have the technical evangelist, sales director and managing director reporting to the CTO, and likewise. So let me just first explain from a user point of view what he can do, and then I'll take you through to the admin section of it. So the app is extremely customizable based on the needs of your organization, and this can be done using the configuration section. We'll get to that in a minute. But as a regular user, as someone who is not an administrator, you can view the organization chart and you can drill down to see who the various employees are and who they report to. So for instance, if I'm Kimi Kidlo, I see that I have Kyle, Jaff and Asborn with me. And if I'm, say, David Beckham, I have Laurencio and Roger working for me. So this is the organizational structure. Now apart from this, I can also search for specific employees. Say I want to search for Galen Jones, who is the CTO. So I can do that as well. And apart from, so as you see here, first Galen, when I type in Galen, I get the name, I get the email ID. So that again is customizable about what you want to show there, and I'll tell you that in a minute. So the other interesting features over here are the various views that you have really. One is the toggle view. So suppose I want to show only the pictures. So currently there are no pictures, so they're showing initials. And if there were pictures, then this particular blue box here will show the picture. So if I have the toggle view, then I will see only the pictures. If I want to expand or collapse, then I'll collapse the entire thing under the CTO. If I want to show only the employee, what this does is this will remove all the contractors or the part-time employees and will show only the full-time employees. So this is something organizations can make use of. And apart from this, you can also zoom in or you can zoom out. You can reset it. You can also print the entire organizational chart, so you don't have to draw Visio diagrams every time you go for a meeting. You can just take a printout of the chart and it will print as is. So that's another feature of the organization chart. And coming to the coming to the nodes themselves, you can see here that this button will allow you to drill down further into who the particular team is. And this anchor that you see here, so the anchor will allow you to set that particular person as the root. So if I want to set Kimi Kidlo as the root, so now Kimi Kidlo becomes the root, and these are all the employees who report to him. If I want to again check who the manager of Kimi Kidlo is, I just click on this icon here and it takes me back to who the manager is. So this is another way you can use the organizational chart. If you have a lot of employees, just so that you don't get confused, you can set maybe department level anchors and you can do this. And you also see the number here. So this essentially gives you a count of how many people report to you. So if you see, this is the number 3. So there are 3 people who report to Kimi Kidlo. And likewise, there are 2 people who report to iZones, and there are 2 people who report to David Beckham. So this is as far as the users are concerned. Now a lot of the configuration, actually all of the configuration can be done by the administrators. And this configuration button that you see here and the configuration button that you see here will only be visible to the administrators. The employees who are not administrators will not be given access to this button. So what can I do in the configuration section? Well, it turns out you can actually do a lot in the configuration section. There are 5 tabs, as you can see here: general, node, templates, employee types and exclude filters. Let me take you through each one, starting with general. So general is where you start off by setting the theme. So there's a default theme that comes with the organization chart. You can use that. So a theme will typically define your background colors, your foreground colors, the colors of these nodes, the colors of these parts here, typically those are things that are defined. So as a custom node will allow you to define the text color, the background color, the chart background color, etc. Next we have the starting node. So the starting node essentially tells you which node this chart should start from. So because we've given Galen-Jones here, we are starting the starting node is Galen-Jones. Next is show rounded corners. So if you see here, these corners are rounded. Now if I actually remove that, search for Galen here. If you see here, these are square corners. So that's another thing that we allow you to customize. The next is show zoom, search, full screen and print screen. So these are really for showing these particular features. So show zoom will allow you to show, so these icons zoom in and zoom out will be present when you when you select show zoom here. The search text box will be present only if you show search here, and this full screen button that allows you to expand the organization chart to full screen will show only when you select the full screen here. Likewise the print and the expand collapse. So these will be present once you check the particular option here. The next tab is the node tab. So the node view is there are two things in the node view, either a detail view or the image only view. So if I hit an image only view, what happens is I will see only the images and I will not be able to see the details. I don't really like that, so I'm just going to revert that to detail view. It gives out more information. And a horizontal and the vertical orientation is really how you want your chart to appear. So I've selected vertical orientation now, and if I see the chart, so this is the vertical orientation and it's back to details. So again I'm going to revert that. I prefer the horizontal orientation. So now if I just select Galen-Jones again, I don't think I saved that the last time. Detail view, horizontal, let's save it. Save it. So we are back. So the node template fields are the fields that you would like to see here on the node. So so this particular rectangle is actually called the node. So the node tab really deals with all the properties of this rectangle. So because I have title and department, that's what is being shown. If I have, say, something like if I want to remove department and maybe replace it with a work email or something, let me do that. So I'm going to add work email and I'm going to save it. And if the user has the work email entered, so now as you see, the work email is now configured. So that's because we added work email here. So the next section is the template section. So the template section, this is the search template subsection. So this is really which particular property you want to show when a user searches for a particular person. So suppose I search for Galen-Jones here, I get his email ID gjones@saketa.com. So that happens because in templates I have the work email configured to be shown in the search template. Next is the full view template. So the full view template is the properties that will be shown, the attributes that will be shown when you click on a particular user. So here you see the title and the department, technical evangelist and IT. So those are the two properties that are set here and therefore those are shown here. Next is the employee type. So the employee type is really to address the need that a lot of organizations face, where you have different employee types. You have contractors, you have vendors whom you don't want to show in your organization chart. You only want to show your regular employees. So that is possible using the employee type tab here. So currently we don't have employee type in the AD for this particular AD. So we've just for this demonstration purposes, I've kind of mapped it to department. And if it's IT, I'm essentially showing a band and a separate text color. So if I just show you here, so all the people who belong to the IT department actually have a yellow color band, an orange colored band. That's the color we've chosen. So this is iZones, the sales director here. He's not in the IT department, and therefore he doesn't really have a yellow band. And the last part is the exclude filters. So the exclude filters allows you to exclude either particular accounts, specific employees, or people belonging to domains as a whole. So exclude live accounts here allows you to exclude Hotmail, Gmail, etc., all the public accounts. And you can filter by various conditions here. So if you want to filter out all the people who belong to the IT department, you can do that. People who belong to the IT department will not appear on the chart if you do that. And if filter by domain is really the various, you can filter out employees belonging to specific domains. So when you get domains here, it'll get you all the domains. And suppose you don't want anybody from say keka.com or from technovert.com to actually show up on the screen, you can do that as well. So this is the Saketa organization chart. It's as you can see, it's really elegant and it's very simple to use and set up. I hope you learned a lot through this video. I look forward to hearing back from you.